cheating is a big problem in the school?
I deal with a lot of the behaviors on campus here, and I haven't come across a lot of cheating, and for disciplinary action I haven't come across a lot of cheating, so if it is a big problem, it must be classroom managed with each individual teacher, but I don't see it on my side as much, no.
And if someone did have to come to you for cheating, what would their punishment be?
It depends on each scenario. There is policy set up in place that will deal with it, but a lot of times it's going to be you're going to lose your credit for that test. There's plagiarism, things like that, I guess, that come into play, and each instance is going to be dealt with accordingly.
So we're doing a survey on cheating. Went to mostly 8th grade classes, and one of the questions is, have you cheated on homework in the last 2 weeks? And so how do you think most students will answer that?
On homework, I guess it depends on the definition of that student and what they think of what cheating is. Now, if you're at home with your buddy and you're collaborating, working together, some students might think that is cheating, and some students might think that is using additional resources. So that'll be interesting what students think of if there's cheating going on.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah, bad boys, what you gonna do?
What's the worst part of being a secretary?
The worst part sometimes of being a secretary is when you're dealing with parents and students and you're trying to help them, but they think that everything that has gone wrong is your fault, and then they get angry with you and take it out on you.
How do you settle down a kid who doesn't want to see the principal?
That's a good question. We don't get very many of them. Usually they get put in the fishbowl, which is what we call the naughty kid room. Cheryl and I have a pretty good rapport with kids, so we can usually talk to them and tell them, hey, you've been sent down here. You got to talk to them, just deal with it instead of making the matter worse by being even more angry and creating more problems.
What is the craziest piece for being late that you've ever done?
Well, like this time of the year, the craziest one so far is I was duck hunting and there was a hole in my waders and my pants got really wet. So it depends on the time of the year.
What is the best thing about being a secretary?
I can honestly say the best thing about being a secretary is working with most of the kids. I mean, it's been really fun, and the age differences from 5th grade to 12th, you get a big diversity. And it's actually really enjoyable to get to know you guys and on that kind of level.
How many kids have had problems with their new locks?
Well, now when kids have troubles with their new locks, we refer them over to Patty Reichert, so I don't get them all in here as much. There's been a few that have come in and said, I can't get my lock open, only to find out they're using the wrong combo. So it's generally stuff like that, or somehow the locks get put on backwards and they can't figure out how to do it upside down and backwards.
What did you expect of the iOS 7?
Well, from what they said in the news and everything else, is that it was supposed to be the greatest thing that could happen to your iPhone. It'd be so much more efficient, have so much more to offer, and just make everything so much better than what it was with the iOS 6.
What did you like about iOS 7?
Had some cool colors. It's cool. It's pretty awesome.
I expected the new messaging, the new bubbles and stuff.
I like absolutely nothing. I think it's horrible. My phone freezes. The widgets or whatever they're called on there look generic. Facebook constantly shuts down. I go to text. It can't keep up with my texting. It's just, it was the worst upgrade I've ever done.
Colors. I like the colors.
It's got some cool stuff, you know? It's like futuristic. Whoa.
Hello, I'm Max. This is T-Mac.
What's up?
We're gonna ask about gun control today.
Alright, sounds pretty good to me.
Alright, can you define that for me?
Gun control. Gun control would be a limit on what guns we can use as civilians. Yeah, I think it's alright to have guns. I don't think that they should just be able to take them away. I think there should be restrictions for certain people. Maybe if they have felony weapons charges, they shouldn't be able to. Stuff like that, but anything else, I think we should be able to use it.
How do you feel about assault rifle banning?
That would be more understandable. I still think that certain people should be able to get them if they go through a lot more strenuous paperwork and whatnot, so that, I mean, if people really want to get one, you know, they'd have to go through a lot of stuff to get it, but...
Starbucks doesn't want guns in their little coffee shops anymore. How do you feel about that?
I could agree with that. I don't see why you need a gun in Starbucks.
But your Second Amendment says you can have a gun whether...
That's true.
But there's one sound that no one knows. What does the fox say?
Ding 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 ding.
What the fox say?
Ring ding 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 ding.
What does the fox say?
Ring ding 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 ding.
What does the fox say?
It says wah, bah, 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 bah.
What the fox say? Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. Happy, happy, happy ho. What the fox say?
Hey, look, go.
What does the fox say?
Who really cares?
What is your main goal for homecoming?
The main goal for homecoming is always to make it a week full of activities that the students will have fun, promote school spirit, talk about unity and pride in Greenway and our athletic teams and events.
Awesome. How do you think homecoming will go?
Oh, it'll go fantastic. It always does. I look for them to really kind of pull out all the stops this year. I mean, after all, they are seniors, and they might rise to the occasion. They might just surprise us all. So don't want to underestimate what they can do.
Who do you predict will win the Spirit Steps?
Oh boy, that's a hard prediction. You know, there's a lot of different contests that we have going on this year. We've got the Dancing with the Staff, we've got the Cupcake Wars, we got the beard growing contest, all of those kinds of things that people can earn spirit points for their class for. So, you know, I can't really make a prediction. It's anybody's game. We'll just have to wait and see. Staff, my favorite dress-up day is the green and white, or the school spirit day, because most of all the staff will get involved in that. But I would have to say this year I think we're going to see the best. We're going to see the best student participation probably on, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say reality TV day, because I think Duck Dynasty is just too huge, and I think that we're going to see a lot of camouflage on reality TV day.